Alrighty, a weekend kingdom, which means a whole plethora of expansions. What do we got today? Actually, I'm going to make a note of the landscapes before I click the kingdom view. I have a bad habit of going to kingdom view, looking at all the kingdom cards, forgetting that the landscape exists, and then I come back and then I go, ooh, a new landscape, and I have to rethink everything. So we got Pilgrimage, we got Tireless, and Tireless goes with Develop. Okay. Now I look at the kingdom view. If left to my own devices, I would never visit the kingdom view. You just look at the artwork and you say, that card's got nice art. It must be a strong card. But there's a bunch of people out there who apparently really, really like looking at the words for some reason. And so for those people, here you go. So draw, we got Destrier, Litter, Actions, Litter, Native Village, plus buy, Gold Mine. Also Cutthroat. Cutthroat gains loots. And then somewhere down here, a bunch of the loots have plus buy. Exactly 2/3 of them. And then thinning, we have Develop for thinning. Mint can trash coppers. Native Village can potentially be thinning. I guess I should stick here a little bit longer. So definitely you can build here, you got everything you need. There's also Groundskeeper, which is worth a bunch of victory points later in the game. So there's plenty of payoff for building a big deck. I'm not thinking any super strong synergies or anything. Just got a decent amount of all the stuff. Develop actually looks pretty good here, I guess. There's loots. You could develop loots because they cost 7 into like province and a 6 cost. Develop kind of synergizes with Native Village because you can gain a victory card at the top of your deck and then guaranteed Native Village sets aside a junk card. And just in general, there's like 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, like a nice path up the line to develop stuff from cheap stuff into expensive stuff. And it plays nice with Destrier. You know, you develop a bunch of stuff. You can gain a Destrier at 6, gain a Destrier at 4, gain a Destrier at 2. You do make Destrier cost 1 and then like develop a copper into a Destrier. I don't know, maybe that'll come up. So develop seems decent. And as I say that, actually Tireless is going to be mostly an impediment. Because in this kingdom, your develops put themselves onto your deck at the end of turn, which means you draw your 5-card hand, and then all your develops go into your deck. So if you had like 4 develops, the next 4 cards in your deck are going to all be developed. And that sounds like a recipe for dudding. So probably you have to play fewer develops than you otherwise would because they're tireless, like 1 to 2 instead of 3 to 4. Sad. Okay. So how to open? Huh. How do you open? I don't see anything here that doesn't just look terrible. Huh. What even is the plan? So it's clear that the kingdom is going long term. Like you want a bunch of Destriers and Litters, and you play your Groundskeepers, and then you develop a bunch of stuff and score tons of points. But I have no earthly idea how to get there quickly. So you want to trash, and I mean, like you could do the Native Village thinning stuff. Like I've tried it before. It's not very strong, and I think probably can't be correct here. I mean, who knows? Maybe I do end up just setting aside a bunch of stuff on Native Village forever. I would think the goal has got to be try to line up a 5 copper mint is faster than trying to like develop coppers 1 at a time for no benefit, and that's how you get rid of your coppers. But then if your goal is to draw 5 coppers and mint them, how do you make that happen? Normally the way to try to make mint happen is either something that just gives you a big burst of draw all at once, like Madman or Sinister Plot, or more generically just trash your estates so that you find all your coppers consistently. But here, if you thin your estates with Develop, you turn them into silvers, which are still getting in the way of you finding the mint, so that's still not great. Yeah, I don't know. I think the 2 openings that I'm looking at are Develop Bard. The idea being Bard's like a silver, but it's a little bit better at hitting 5 because there's a lot of boons that get you 1 extra money a lot of the time. That would turn a $4 hand into a $5 hand. Like Field's Gift, Forest's Gift, Sea's Gift, etc. Decent spiking 5. Wind's Gift could be helpful for that. So Bard's like a silver, a little bit of upside. It's terminal, but if you collide it with Develop, you can just develop the Bard into a 5 and a 3, and maybe that's fine. Or what about just like Develop Pilgrimage? So normally, like, Pilgrimage is doing nothing for you early. And normally you don't open something that you want later. You open something you want now. But like, there's nothing I really want now. So like, that's effectively just opening develop nothing. But then maybe you develop the estates into silvers, and that's how you get to 5. And then down the road, I don't know. Sure, I'll take Pilgrimage. I think develop Bard and develop Pilgrimage. And I wanted to say they jump out at me, but they don't. There's nothing that jumps out at me. There's just things that jump away from me stronger than others. I don't want anything. There's absolutely nothing I want in this kingdom. I feel like we're going to be passing a bunch of turns here in the short term. Okay. Yeah, it's actually a bit of a problem, I think, for the mint plan, that the develop is always on top of the deck. And it's good for, I got rid of the estates pretty quickly, but for purposes of trying to line up all the coppers, not that great. So I've got a litter and a destrier, which is 2 targets for pilgrimage. If I add like a gold mine or a groundskeeper, then I have 3 things, and I can pilgrimage them. I guess just another destrier or a litter. These seem pretty close at this point. I have enough money that probably the 1 debt's not a big constraint, and the actions maybe matter. I think I like litter better, partly because I'm playing the bot, I think. Like, I would just rather the destriers be in the pile, because I think I'm more likely to be able to do tricks with the cost reduction later than the bot is. Versus a human, maybe I'd take the destrier sooner. Alright, I'm not playing the develop, so it's not going to go back on top of my deck. This could be the turn, maybe? Do I hit big mint play? Whatever, I have to do. 5 coppers it is. Not a bad boon. What's the bot doing exactly? Destrier develop stuff. Seems decent, I suppose. Okie dokie. The $4 gain off of mint doesn't sound phenomenal. Unfortunately, I can't make it be a destrier. 1 gain short of that. Probably I just want destrier here over gold. Yeah, I don't think I want gold at all. I expect golds will get gained at some point. Like, probably playing with a cutthroat's worth it. The attack's not nothing and the loots are decent. And then once you have a cutthroat, you might want a gold. I guess we're just doing that. And you don't have enough in play to want to do pilgrimage. I could take groundskeeper already and get started on that. That's probably too soon. I think I want plus buy. Destrier benefits from plus buy. Oh boy, speaking of, yeah, the bot just gained 3 destriers really fast. So yeah, the bot's not bad at doing these little destrier shenanigans. See if I can keep pace with that. We'll go develop Bard into, I don't know, Cutthroat develop maybe? Does that get me to 4? 4 is a number I want to hit. I think if I can hit 4, then I can do pilgrimage plus a bunch of destrier buys. I have 2 debt and 4 money. Maybe this is just a silver? Let me draw 1 card. It's a, what's this bottom card? Maybe I don't draw a card. What if, can I gain a cutthroat, play the cutthroat, play gold mine, gain gold, gain and play loot all this turn? I should know what this bottom card is and I just don't. Is it a silver perhaps? I feel like it's a silver, right? Yeah, I had 2 silvers left. It's a silver. Mystery solved. Okay, so let's say Bard into Cutthroat develop, draw both of those with Destrier, play Cutthroat, play Goldmine, draw that card. Yeah, I think this all checks out. Insignia does not spark joy, but I guess 2 buys is fine. Okay, so the number I need to hit here is 11, 6, 8, 10, 12, so I can trash 1 copper. Pilgrimage. I want litter for sure. Destrier, and I don't know. Are any of these other things better than nothing? Yeah, gold mine is. Sure, I'll top deck. Bot doesn't have a discard attack. If the bot did have a discard attack, top decking exactly 4 things would be kind of awkward, because you have to discard one of your good cards that misses the shuffle. If you top deck 3, well, you just discard whatever other 2 cards you draw. If you top deck 5, you discard 2 cards, but they go back into the same shuffle. So had the bot had a cutthroat, for example, I probably would have just top decked 3 things. Okay. So bottom card is the cutthroat. I think the goal here is now groundskeepers, probably. So I suppose the gold can probably become a groundskeeper. I'm gonna have more of those than I need. Maybe silver into Native Village Bard or something. Or what if I do silver into Native Village Bard, and then I draw this stuff, play Cutthroat. I can actually do develop Insignia, which I don't think I need all too terribly much, into gold and a province, and set it aside. And then let's play Bard first, just in case I get Wind's Gift, which is nasty at the end of a turn. You're discarding 2 cards for nothing. Play this, set aside that, so it looks good. 2 groundskeepers. Alright, we're going places, slowly but surely. I don't think the order of any of this matters at all. It's just random cleanup stuff. Turn a native village into a develop. Okay. The bot, I believe, has a bunch of develops. Did it trash any? It trashed 1. Okay. Again, develop's a good card here, but it's also a card that top decks itself, which makes it a dangerous card here. The Native Village Bard engine. Okay. So it bought a groundskeeper at the end of all that. That's not that much. Okay, I like Puzzle Box a little bit more than I liked the Insignia, so maybe we don't develop that one right away. We'll see. What am I doing here? Still kind of just want lots of groundskeepers. Could be gold and a groundskeeper. I probably got to gain a gold somehow. That could just be off of a gold mine. Could be doing the Puzzle Box thing. I don't hate that. But it's not as immediate as getting Insignia out of the deck. So for sure I gain a gold somehow here, because I want to activate the Cutthroat, get that back in my deck, get a loot. Yeah, maybe I'm just developing the Puzzle Box, I guess. I don't see anything else that jumps out to me. I mean, gold mine's a fine way to gain a gold. But it's 4 debt that I don't have to take, and I can develop something. I could develop a 5 into a gold, but then I'm gaining a 4, and none of the 4s look amazing either. I think I'm just going to kill the Puzzle Box. Final answer. Set aside the province again. Okay. Maybe just more native village. Oh! I just noticed how low these piles are. How long have those been sitting there at 2 and 3? Do I have a win? Probably not, right? I have 1 buy, 2, 3, 4 buys. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe I should have looked at that. I guess that makes my life a lot easier. No point picking up provinces. Again, I'll play Bard early just in case. No thank you, Sky Gift. Gaining gold here is actually just net losing money, because even if you gain the gold and you draw it and play it, you've paid off 3 of the 4 debt, and you made -1 money. Okay, Bard, native village, and an estate. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, the hard bods deck actually looks pretty reasonable to me. Its turns didn't feel like they were doing that much. Maybe it had too many of the native villages and bards and stuff. These aren't. I mean, it has a bunch of the draw cards. I didn't even realize that it won the Death Tier split. It has develops, which are good cards here. It has Aground's Keeper. I think it's headed in the right direction. Maybe the bot's just not good enough at playing the cards in the right order. Because this is definitely a tricky kingdom as far as ordering your cards goes. But like, this does not look all too off base. And yeah, I still don't know what to say about the opening. I don't love what I did. I don't love anything here. It just feels really tough to get going. Like, if you luck into an early mint, then I think you're in a great spot. I just don't know how to make that happen. Maybe there's a different line that doesn't aim at mint, but I'm not really sure what it is. I still struggle to say how to open here. It's just like one of the the slowest to get going kingdoms I've seen in a while. Usually you see that with prosperity. I feel like kingdoms that are heavy in prosperity, where all the cards cost like 7, sometimes you can just take a million years to get going. This felt like that, despite only having the 1 prosperity card. But yeah, I think the general game plan here is really clear. A bunch of draw, a bunch of villages, groundskeepers. But how to get there is not at all clear. And also, especially with Develop's one of those cards where like the play order is so difficult and context dependent. Trying to figure out what the optimum set of things to gain is. What do I trash? What do I gain off of it? What order do I top deck this stuff in to synergize with the other stuff like Native Village? I think this is a very tough kingdom to optimize. I'm not going to say I have done so successfully.